Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RadioSilentPlay.com. I am your moderator for today on Wednesday, May 6, 2015. Let me start off by saying I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own due diligence before trading any stock or options. Trading stocks and options require lots of risk. Okay, I'm going to go over Wednesday, May 6's updates. We had a lot of stocks, and I actually didn't send out an update yesterday. I was just a little bit busy, but we had a lot of stocks kind of like break out, and it gave us a big opportunity. All right, so we're gonna start off with ticker symbol FRZT, Freeze Tag Inc. Okay, this morning, this stock announced news. Before that, okay, it was given on April 22nd, 2015, and we talked about this 0.002 to 25 level. Okay, 22nd was around this range. Okay, this is when the stock was actually given out to traders, and it actually gave an opportunity to add at these lows of 21, and it never really broke below our stop close. Our stop close was a close below 18. Okay, this was a consolidation when we were talking about the stock going long. Okay, we were talking about the Bollinger Bands being inside the Keltner channel and triggering a pulse, and at the same time, we were anticipating news on the Aapl apps. Well, today, on May 6, 2015, this announced news. And if you come over here to, I actually gave this trade out earlier today, and it gave us an opportunity to enter the trade pretty pre-market, and it gave us an opportunity to. I sent this out earlier today, and I sent it out pre-market. So I gave it to my members via SMS and also mobile app, and I told traders that the news was out, and we were looking for a breakout here. Okay, our potential was at 0.005 to 0.007 level. Okay, and our stop close was below 18. Okay, so now moving on back to what the stock did, it actually gapped up. It hit a high of 0.0028. Okay, it opened at 28, and we saw a huge move on the stock, and the stock actually rallied and hit a high of 0.01 cents, which was our potential targets here. If you notice here, this was our target. Okay, from 0.006 to 0.01. Okay, so just a huge move from that 0.0021 level. Okay, more than 350%. Just a great trade for RSP traders. Now what you want to see in this stock is a potential move higher, okay, into tomorrow. Okay, you can look whether it's going to gap up or a potential retrace down to that 50% retrace at that 0.0046 to 0.005 level. Okay, so these are the levels that you kind of want to look at. If you see the stock open above that 0.0068 level, you could see and potentially scalp to that 0.01 level. Okay, what I would do is I would keep my stop close in that day below 0.0068. You want it to hold above the open price. Okay, if not, if the stock is having trouble, watch the 61.8% retrace to that 50% retrace. Okay, and that's from 0.0045 to about 0.005. Okay, so those are the levels that you want to see. Ultimately, the news was significant, and I believe that you could test this 0.015 again. Okay, and that's the high from February 2015. Okay, moving on, we're going to go over the Hcei, American Transportation Holdings. This was a stock that every time it hits that 0.009 to that 10 level, okay, that probability level, which I talk about, okay, we see a rally, okay, and this was sent out via SMS and also mobile app. It gave an opportunity to enter as low as 0.001. Okay, today we hit a high of 18. Okay, and if you see here, okay, you're seeing big accumulation. Okay, big volume here. Okay, I do expect this stock to potentially break this pivot high of 18 and potentially test that 0.0041 level again. Okay, and that was the level that it actually hit in April. Okay, so I want traders to keep an eye on that. Okay, just a great trade for the Athi, and it just had significant volume. Okay, moving on, the Pgcx. This was a stock that I gave traders out. We gave it out not too long ago. Okay, we actually gave this thing out, and it gave an opportunity to enter as low as 0006 to 7. Okay, this was given out April 28th. Okay, if you look at it now, okay, if you look at the Pgcx now, okay, you're just seeing just a really good move on the Pgcx right now. Okay, you had a huge volume day. Okay, over 16.9 million shares traded. The average 3-month volume is about 4 million, so you're seeing about 4 times the average volume. And now what you're seeing is a close high of the day. Okay, that's 2 closes high of the day consecutively, which is very, very extremely bullish. Okay, what I would look at here, okay, is any pullback down to this 0.0011 level will be a buying opportunity. I'm expecting higher lows. Okay, looking at this stock on the level 2, very, very thinly traded on the level 2. Okay, so I want traders to keep an eye on that 0.0011 level. If it pulls back, you had a significant bid support at that 0.0011 level, so you may have to raise your buy zones from 12 to 15. Ultimately, I think that this stock has the potential to potentially hit from this 0.0025 level, okay, up to this 0.006 level. Okay, if this continues to move higher, okay, I expect a bullish flag pattern and a potential test between this 0.003 to 0.006, so that you have plenty of room here for the Pgcx. Okay, moving on to the next trade. This was a stock that was given out. One of our members had mentioned it in the chat room. Okay, the stock then announced news. Okay, May 4th, 2015, top networker Bob Gaskell appointed vice president. Okay, we liked the news. It had a little bit of a big share structure, but looking at the level 2, we deciphered that that 0009 to 12 entry, and it gave an opportunity to hit a high of 32. Okay, so that was a pretty good move from that 8 to 12 level. So you had pretty much close to a 200% move on the Hcei. Now what you want to see is a little bit of consolidation above this box pattern for a continuation. And if this stock continues and breaks that 0.0032 level, okay, I would not be surprised for this 0.0084 to test. Okay, so just keep an eye on Hcei and look for any market makers in case they pop up. Another stock that we were looking at was NTLK. This was a stock that was mentioned in the chat room, okay, by one of our members, PGM. This stock, he mentioned it about 0.005, and then the stock rallied to a high of that 0.018 level. Since then, it pulled back. We had some traders talking about where would be a good entry, and we gave that 0.005 level as a re-entry. It saw a low of 0.0045, and then it closed at 0.006. So what you want to see here is a potential inside or a bullish inside flag pattern here. If you can get a nice bullish inside flag pattern here, I think it could offer an opportunity to move higher. What you want to see this stock hold is that 0.0045 level. Okay, so if you're entering this at 0.005 to 0.006, just make sure that you have a stop close below 0.0045 on 2 consecutive closes. Ultimately, I would not be surprised for this to retest that 0.018 level, but at the same time, you want to ensure that the stock maintains volume and it is liquid. Okay, so just keep that in mind. The next stock is Cgra. This was a stock that was given out on a bullish inside flag pattern, similar to that what we were talking about in the NTLK. This gave an opportunity to enter as low as 0.0012. Then we rallied and hit a high of 0.0085. Okay, close to 0.009 levels. Now what we're seeing is a 2-bar drop. Watch that 3-bar drop potential. Okay, what I'm looking at here for the Cgra is a potential test of this 0.0042 to 50 level. Okay, so if it does kiss that 0.0042, maybe look at 0.0035. I would like for this to hold that level. Okay, so I would look at that 0.004 to 0.0045, okay, or 46 level or 47 levels to enter, okay, or re-enter this trade. My stop would be a close below that 0.0035 two times. Okay, just maintain and ensure that you have a stop close below 35 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, that's a good setup. I think that what you're seeing is higher lows. Okay, this is a low here, and now you're seeing another low here. So you could see this stock potentially stair step now. Okay, so that's where you want to kind of like keep an eye on the SUGO, on the CGRA. I'm sorry. Okay, moving on. This is another stock that I think has potential. The SUGO, this actually triggered today. It gave an opportunity to enter as low as 10. Okay, we were talking about the Sugo SUGO as a post-reverse stock split. You had a big bullish reversal candle. You had a low of 10, closed at 18. This is a post-reverse split. If traders remember, we sent out FFFC, okay, and that was given out at 15 to 20, and it gave an opportunity to enter as low as 12, and that stock rallied to 0.03 on Tommy Chong marijuana news. Okay, another one was DIRV that gave an opportunity to enter from 15 to 25, and that hit a high of over 0.018. Okay, so that was just a great trade. So now what I want traders to keep an eye on is the SUGO. I think buying this stock anywhere had a significant bid at 13. Okay, so watch that 14 to 18 buy zone. Okay, if the stock breaks that 29 level, okay, your next bet is that 0.0053 and a potential move from 0.01 to 0.03 cents. So you got this stock could potentially hit 2 to 3 cents, okay, off this level. So I want traders to just keep an eye on the SUGO. This is a low share structure post reverse split, and these post reverse splits have been trending. Today there was a stock GRAS, GRAS, that started rallying. So you had a lot of stocks that rallied. FFFC, DIRV, LRDR. A lot of post reverse splits are starting to move. So just keep an eye on the Sugo. Another one is BMIX. BMIX is now holding this trading channel, and that gave us an opportunity to enter as low as 0.0012. Okay, now what we're looking for is a break above this 0.002 level. If it does, would not be surprised to test that 0.0032 level. This had news. They got rid of the convertible debt, or they lessened it. So I think that this stock has potential to update and potentially move higher. Another one is BRAV. If you notice this on the weekly chart, you're holding a nice wedge pattern here. Okay, it gave an opportunity to enter at the lows of 13, and now the stock is tested at 0.002 level. So keep an eye on this. If we do break that 0.002 level, I would not be surprised to test this 0.005 to 75 level. Okay, you have plenty of room. This is what I call a low risk, high reward Bentley trade. So just keep an eye on the BRAV. Another one, a do it again trade at the buy zones right now is LGBI. You had news after hours, May 6, 2015. Cannabis Mobile Inc. launches the Cannabis Card platform to support the cannabis market. All right, these marijuana stocks are still the trend. Okay, so I want traders to keep an eye on the LGBI for any a big support. Okay, the CMGO continues to trade well. Okay, the stock hit a high of 0.0034 before pulling back. Okay, watch any pullback. This had a high of 0.0038, so what we're looking for is that 0.0049 level to break. Okay, so just a good trade thus far. Keep an eye on the CMGO. Sham was a stock that was doing well. Okay, it was looking for that pivot break of 14 on 2 consecutive closes. But we had a lot of bashers come in. They were talking about they raised authorized shares, which is true, but that was already baked into the cake. That was sent out back in April when this stock was trading at 18. Then the stock plummeted and then tested at 0009 support. And then you started getting a lot of social media bad mouthing the stock, and now the stock has broken levels. So just ensure that you have stop levels on all your stocks. Some of these stocks will not pan out, and that's just the bottom line. You know, you have winners and you have losers. Just ensure that you lock profits and you also minimize risk and manage your losses. Okay, moving on to the options. The SPY touched this level. Okay, we gave this level on the weekly watch list. We talked about that 208 level. It actually kissed that and saw a low of 206.76, but never closed and confirmed below it. Okay, if we do happen to close below 206.40, okay, this could be a shorting opportunity. But like I said, you know, they're still holding an uptrend, and we're not quite there yet to start shorting the market. Do not fall in love with the downside. Okay, Aapl as well. It tested at 124 level, and now what you see is a little bit of reversal candle here. What we're gonna look for is tomorrow's open and close. Okay, the Pepsi. Okay, this was a beautiful trade. It gave an opportunity to enter as high as 96, and today we saw a low of 94.95. Just a good trade. Ultimately, it's holding this bottom downward trend channel, so we want to keep an eye on that. A stock that we kind of got hurt. I was talking about scalps. We scalped the the 196 kiss. It hit a low of 195.60 for us, and then we took the calls on May 8th for a weekly scalp, and those contracts were bought at 219 and ended up hitting 241. But since then, it's actually plummeted. I know some traders were holding on to this. Watch for any bounce. You may see a bounce here, but at the same time, you want to ensure that you stop out in case the trade doesn't go your way. I mean, this happens to us. So, I mean, that's the bottom line. You can't always be right. BBY was a short at 72 level. Okay, today it hit a low of 70.19. Just a beautiful shorting opportunity on the BBY. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the setups this week. Or actually, this has been the update for this past Wednesday trading. Any questions that you ever have, just feel free to email me at radiosilentplay@gmail.com. And we're always doing one-on-one. If you're looking for a free trial, just go on radiosilentplay.com. And on the right-hand side, you'll see a drop box for a free membership. Okay. All right. So I wish everybody good luck tomorrow, and everyone have a good night.